What if I told you the shiny economic headlines are hiding a darker truth? I am Devlin Steele, Director of Education for Augusta Precious Metals, and today we're going to pull back the curtain on the rising tide of credit card losses and why this unsettling trend might be a red flag for everyone, especially those planning for retirement. Before we begin, remember to like this video and subscribe for more economic updates. According to analysts at Goldman Sachs, we're looking at credit card losses soaring at the fastest pace in nearly 3 decades, aside from the financial crisis. Now losses are running at a 3.63. That's an increase by 1.5 percentage points from the lowest level reached in September 2021. But let's pause and ask ourselves, why then are credit card losses surging? Commenting on those numbers, Goldman analyst Ryan Nash noted that it is unusual for losses to rise outside of an economic downturn. Unusual, you say? That's putting it mildly. If you think this is just a temporary blip, you may want to brace yourself. Goldman analysts project this surge in card losses still may have a long way to go. In their estimation, losses could rise another 1.3 percentage points, reaching nearly 5%. On that point, Nash said, "We think delinquencies could continue to underperform seasonality through the middle of next year and don't see losses peaking until late 2024, early 2025 for most issuers." Let's zoom out a bit. Consumer spending accounts for roughly 70% of GDP. Analysts have long suspected that the solid consumer spending numbers that we've been seeing, despite high inflation and steadily rising interest rates, have been due in no small way to a willingness on the part of the consumer to tap credit and excess savings. We may be approaching the moment of truth, however. This surge in credit card losses is unfolding at a time where credit card balances surpassed the $1 trillion threshold for the first time ever, and the 3-year forbearance enjoyed by student loan borrowers comes to an end. The fact that card losses reached their lows 2 years ago may not be random. Federal Reserve economists have pointed out that, thanks to forbearance programs, restrained spending during lockdowns, and generous government benefits, households maintained record low delinquency rates during the health crisis recession and immediately after. But the $2.1 trillion in savings built up during the 2020 health crisis may be nearly gone, if not gone already. Researchers at the San Francisco Federal Reserve recently projected it would be depleted by the end of the third quarter of 2023. Many analysts in recent months have backed away from their forecast of recession. Economist David Rosenberg is not one of them. At an appearance last month on CNBC, Rosenberg squarely pointed a finger at dwindling excess savings and rising distress among credit card holders as reasons he thinks the recession is just a matter of time, adding 20% of the consumption growth in the past year was funded by credit cards, over and beyond what the lagged impact of fiscal stimulus did. So I think we're going to be in for some very challenging times for the 70% chunk of the economy called the consumer. Here's a reality check. The choices we make today will shape our financial future for years to come. So let's educate ourselves and make those choices wisely. This is Devlin Steele for Augusta Precious Metals, urging you to stay informed, stay empowered, and stay tuned. Until next time.